Greetings, manual writers. I just wanted to take a moment to record this quick impromptu video to kind of walk you through the process of potentially using generative AI to help you apply the XML tags to your XML project. I know applying the tags is probably a somewhat tedious process, and it's exactly the kind of thing that generative AI is relatively good at. Now, I'm going to just caution you that it's not perfect, right? It's probably going to get you maybe 80% there. And then your job is going to be to go through and make sure the tags are correct. So you still need to understand the XML tagging, and you still need to understand the content that you wrote. And so you're going to use generative AI potentially to apply the tags, and then you're going to use your knowledge to make any corrections. So I have Copilot open, and you can use any Gen AI platform you want, whether it's ChatGPT or Copilot. I generally recommend Copilot to students because the university has a contract with Microsoft that stipulates how data is managed, and I don't have such a contract with ChatGPT, so I don't necessarily trust it as much as I do Copilot. Not that I trust Copilot all that much either, but that's neither here nor there. So to get to Copilot, you should all have access through your apps dashboard. So if you log into sso.csulb.edu, I have Copilot pinned to the top. You might have to scroll down to see Copilot somewhere in your apps. But I'm going to go ahead and enter my prompt. Okay, so I have typed out a prompt, and basically what I'm doing is I'm doing a couple of things here. I'm telling Copilot who I expect it to be. So I'm telling Copilot, behave as though you are a technical writing student and you're working on this assignment. So I'm giving it a persona that it's going to sort of embody. And then I'm explaining what the task is. And I'm concluding that with by telling it that I will first enter the DTD. Remember, that's that document type definition. Those are the XML rules. And then I'm going to paste the text or the content of my instructions. So with that entered, I'm going to go ahead and kick this off. And voila, Copilot is now asking me to supply the DTD. And I'm going to copy it from that page that I shared with you in Teams. So copy that and paste it. Great. Now I need to copy the content and paste that. And let's see how Copilot does. Okay, so it has opened the document, added the title, the introduction. Oops. I'm just quickly looking through. Okay, so I know that already it's made a mistake because I'm familiar enough with my content to know I don't have sections in this document. I only have topics. So I've got my title, my introduction, and then changing the pagination and adding or deleting empty pages. Those are both task topics. So the fact that it is suggesting a section means that it's already made a mistake. So I'm going to correct it. I'm going to issue a follow-up prompt. Okay, so I've typed out my follow-up prompt. I've told it, nice job. It's always nice to be encouraging to your generative AI. They're very sensitive. And then I've corrected it. I've said, however, this document doesn't include any sections, just topics. And I'm going to go ahead and send that follow-up prompt. Okay, so it took a little bit of time, but eventually Copilot, returned a revised XML document. So let's check it out. Document title, Introduction. I do notice that I know the introduction has either 2 paragraphs or this is possibly needs to be tagged as a note. So if I need these to appear on separate lines, I either need to close this introduction and add a new introduction, or I need to surround this text with a note tag. So I know that's something I need to do, but let's keep looking. Topic title, introduction, steps, and then it goes into the step tags. This is looking pretty good, with the exception that, it missed the note. It didn't tag any actions, and it didn't tag any results. So those are things that I could go back and pretty quickly do without having to further prompt Copilot. And in fact, I think that's what I will do. This is good enough. It's got me 80% of the way there. And so I'm going to copy that out. And I'm going to paste it into Visual Studio. Actually, I'm going to save this as, I'll say document.xml. Oops. I don't know why it appended HTML there, because it's not an HTML document. And I save that to my desktop. And I'm also going to go back and copy the DTD again. Because remember, I need to include this at the top of my document. Okay, so you may remember we had the introduction. I know this is a note, so I'm going to actually just add that tag. And I'm going to close that tag. And remember, the note needs to be inside of the introduction, so that closing introduction tag is there. That's perfectly fine. If notice that this introduction for this topic also has a paragraph break. We have a new line. I think this actually needs to be a second introduction paragraph. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this. Oops. And we're going to open a new introduction. All right, and if you want the formatting to look nice, we can format the document by right-clicking it. And it's just going to shift things over a little bit. The other thing I need to do is so this says click set. That is the end of that step. And then I'm going to add this as a result. And maybe that's all I need to do. So I've added that result as part of the step. So you notice how what I've done is I've allowed Copilot to take the first pass at generating the XML tags, and then I'm using my knowledge of the content to make some refinements. So it got me 80% of the way there, Copilot did, and now it's up to me to do the other 20%. I'm going to just save this and press Control or Command A to select all, Command or Control C to copy it. And let's run it through the validation tool just to see how we're doing. Do we have any errors? If I click validate, it does say that there's an error on line 47. Oh, I have an ampersand in the text, and it looks like Copilot didn't fix that. So to do that, ampersand, I just need to escape that out. Let's try it again. Validate. And it says there are no errors. So really, with just a couple of prompts and even a follow-up prompt, I can kind of get Copilot to do a lot of the work for me. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, find me on Teams and hit me up, and we can work through any issues that you might be experiencing. That's all for now. Thanks for watching.